in the cup.
You have to be competitive.
I just think it did. I just think Peter Hartley has killed his manager, and the onus is going to be, that battle with Morelos and Laff.
prepare for the 299th meeting of the two clubs. This is a fixture that in recent years at least has started to turn into a bit of a grudge match. From the scenes here at the 2015 playoff encounter to the last season's Betfred Cup semi-final, it's a game rarely lacking in drama. Well, Stephen Robinson has lost Cedric Kipre to Wigan and Charles Dunn to injury, so it's a new-look defence with captain Peter Hartley skippering the team. The Steelmen do welcome back Chris Cadden and Alan Campbell from injury, who they were both named in the Scotland under-21 squad recently. Andy Rose played against Steven Gerrard in the MLS a few years ago, while Gail Bigaramana spent an ill-fated 6 months at Ibrox in 2015. Curtis Main and Danny Johnson continue their fledgling partnership in attack. Steven Gerrard makes 3 changes to the side that won 1-0 against FC Ufa on Thursday night. Borna Barisic returns along with Andy Halliday, and Kyle Lafferty, who makes his first start having rejoined the club in midweek. He has 9 goals against Motherwell, more than against any other club in his career. Alfredo Morelos netted a hat-trick at Rugby Park last weekend, and already has 6 for the season. The 3 to drop out are Daniel Candeas, Ryan Kent and Scott Arfield. They're on the bench, while Jamie Murphy is denied a return to Fir Park, having suffered a cruciate ligament injury against Kilmarnock. We wish him well in his recovery.
And there's no doubt that, all the focus towards Motherwell has been about Peter Hartley today, so he has to stand up, he has to go and be aggressive in the game. Up front, Danny Johnson looks like the man who may get goals.
I've got to say, talking about the comments, I'm not sure whether you agree or not. I don't think anybody can defend these comments. I think the only good thing to come out of the whole situation was the fact they apologised immediately. The two managers were in correspondence, had a chat about it, and let's now start where we really want to start talking about, and that's the football.
I've already had a conversation this week. Stephen Robinson and Stephen Gerrard now set to go to battle, and Peter Hartley's comments have centred around the build-up to this. Both sides focused and fearless. The start of what could be a defining week for Rangers. They won't want to be turning their attention to Ufa and Celtic just yet, with Motherwell ready to take advantage of any let-up in standards. Fixture epitomised by its intensity. This is one not to take your eyes off.
We spoke last week about Rangers having a serious test going down to Kilmarnock in the Cup, which they did, and they passed that with flying colours, but we all know how hostile an atmosphere we can get here at Fir Park, and it'll be very interesting to see how they handle that.
Nobody is more committed in the country than Motherwell.
I don't think we expected anything less than the start we've had. I mean, quite clearly there, Alan Campbell doesn't go anywhere near Andy Halliday, but certainly it will be competitive. Both teams will be fired up.
Chris Cadden to safely see it out against Barisic. Final touch. And off the Motherwell man. Swung in by the Croatian. Halliday. Barisic. Halliday can just knock it back to Katic and Goldson, who start alongside each other once again. Started all 11 games of the season.
Interesting thing you'd have to comment on right at the start in terms of Rangers formation. You look at where Tavernier is. Rangers captain's actually look as though he's playing outside right. He's that far up the park and that far wide.
Barisic also looking to push up on the left flank early on. Cadden now looks long for Johnson, and a slip by Goldson. Johnson! He scores! What a start for Motherwell! Their first goal of the Scottish Premiership season, and for the first time under Steven Gerrard, Rangers fall behind.
And we wondered at times where the Rangers centre-halves, were they bulletproof? They hadn't made an error throughout the season. It's a simple ball over the top. It's not about misjudgment. It's just the fact that he slipped. He's ready to go for the header. I have no idea what he's wearing in his feet, but it's a golden opportunity for Danny Johnson. It's all about his composure once he gets there. He doesn't panic. He relaxes his body. Alan McGregor's caught in no man's land. And out of nothing, one simple long ball forward. Motherwell ahead.
No, absolutely, a good finish. I think the goalkeeper makes his mind up for him though, where his position is. As you say, Craigs, he's definitely caught in no man's land. It's the finish that was staring him right in the face. Just Connor Goldson slips, it's as simple as that.
Here's Morelos. Back it comes to Ryan Jack as Rangers look to make an immediate response. Barisic, Morelos is at the back post. Back in towards Lafferty. Bigarimana can't clear. Morelos might fancy this. And it comes off Richard Tate and goes out for a corner.
And it's probably almost, Ali, even though it's early in the game, against the run of play. Rangers had started ever so well. They were on the front foot. All the play was in Motherwell's half. Here we go again. You know, almost to test their character. You can see the goal.
Yep.
When you're doing quite well. How do you respond?
It's funny, the goal itself, Stephen, there's a lot of things you can legislate for, but that, there's nothing you can do about it. He's just slipped. And fair play, Motherwell go ahead.
Here comes Barisic. Good ball in towards Katic. Motherwell defending strongly though. Ijaria now. Barisic. Ryan Jack having to go backwards to Flanagan. Now Goldson to Captain James Tavernier. It's a direct approach for Lafferty. And the ball skids off the surface and the gloves of Trevor Carson, but he managed to keep it out.
Good ball in from Tavernier here. Only one thought in his mind, that's to hit the back post area. Lafferty gets up well, it's a good header.
His former manager looking on, Craig Levein. Hearts, of course, sitting top of the league, and that is where they will remain no matter what the results are today. Jack with the nutmeg on Campbell, and then Bigarimana with the foul on Halliday. Craig Thompson having to stamp his authority on proceedings early on.
I actually think that's a booking. And I'll tell you why I think it's a booking, because I think he makes no attempt. He actually runs towards the ball to stop him taking a quick free kick. If he was there in the first place, he might have got away with it, but he actually runs straight in front of the ball and blocks it. I think he's very fortunate not to get a yellow card there.
Halliday gets things moving again. Goldson will find Tavernier. Morelos. Tavernier again. Lafferty's the man in the middle, and being well watched.
And I think this is the option Kyle Lafferty gives you, Ali, isn't it? Yep. You know, you can put, you know, there's no doubt Tavernier loves crossing the ball, Barisic loves crossing the ball. Maybe Morelos isn't that huge physical target, so certainly, you know, he is today.
I think you're right. I think obviously we saw last week Morelos can score goals from crosses. He's a good header. We're looking at the goal again. Goldson just slips, as you can see. I think the goalkeeper loses his footing as well, which makes it a, I wouldn't say an easy finish, but it certainly makes the striker's mind up, and he takes it very well.
Is the pitch too good, Ali?
Pardon me?
Is the pitch too good?
Listen, we were commenting on it. You know, it certainly is good a surface. I've seen it Fir Park in many a year. Obviously, the rain that's been that we've had this morning and overnight is certainly making it a little bit greasy, Craig.
The rain has been lashing down all morning in North Lanarkshire. Bigarimana now hooks that one on. Katic has to turn. Just slight hesitation almost allowed Danny Johnson in again. Lafferty back to Jack. Fine challenge by Gail Bigarimana. Campbell was too strong for Halliday.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be a cracking battle in there this afternoon. You can see Halliday, Ryan Jack, Alan Campbell, all love to put themselves about. I think they've all got that wee man syndrome, they're all about 4'4". So there's certainly going to be plenty of tackles going in, Ali.
No, it's certainly an area of the pitch that we'll need to monitor, Stephen, that's for sure.
Bigarimana gets ready to take this one. Campbell provides the run, and number 8 on number 8 as Ryan Jack comes in to knock it out for a throw. Richard Tate, who last weekend was playing over on the right-hand flank, with Cadden coming back into the team. That's where he occupies today. Johnson, Jaria in there. Johnson had to fight for it. Bigarimana, neat turn from him. Flanagan knocks the ball off Tate.
I don't think Rangers would have expected anything else, Ali, coming to Fir Park and have a high-intensity game with the fans on the edge on the far side and the players up for the battle, would they?
Absolutely, no, not at all. It's something it's almost guaranteed when you come to Fir Park. And obviously, I mean, Gary McAllister knows Motherwell Fir Park better than MD probably at Ibrox. So, no, it will certainly not be a surprise to the Rangers players at this moment in time.
And it's a Motherwell team who will be more than willing to fight tooth and nail for their first Premiership points of the season. Opening defeats, but Johnson is in again here, another sighting of goal.
Not sure that was the right option. He gets his half yard. I'm not sure he's going to beat the keeper from that angle, but certainly low and hard across the face of the goal. Maybe something coming back off the goalkeeper would have been the better option for me there.
There's 2 starts, 2 goals for Danny Johnson. Arrived from Gateshead on a 2-year deal. Down goes Cadden. Main. That's closed off by Barisic.
Yeah, just touching on Danny Johnson, Chris said at the top of the programme, Ali, he's probably the more natural finisher out of them all.
Yeah.
And you see already after 9 minutes, his ability to get shots away so early on, his instinctive reaction when the ball comes around the 18-yard box, the rest of them don't have.
He gambles, doesn't he?
And keeping Ryan Bowman out of the team, who caused 1 or 2 problems for Rangers last season. Cadden into Johnson. Certainly been lively. Cadden again. That almost broke for Andy Rose. Morelos, though, at the other end. 3 back for Motherwell. Lafferty joining the Colombian, who went it all alone. It will now break for Barisic. In with the left foot, knocked away by Carl McHugh.
This is a chance. Not sure if he gambles a little bit earlier. He walks onto it. Oh, could have fallen anywhere there.
That's good play by Motherwell, but then you didn't see Rangers' strength, Ali, drawing Motherwell in, having that ability on their counter-attack to go and hurt the opponent.
Fast-paced stuff as Barisic sends it in. Katic rose well.
Can't believe there is nobody in and around the goalkeeper. That's unbelievable. He is there. Where does he go? Chris away. No, you're always hovering about the goalkeeper if you're a goal scorer.
Scored from a corner on Thursday night to give them the advantage against Ufa in the Europa League playoff. Rangers now face around about a 6,000-mile round trip to eastern Russia on Thursday before coming back and then heading to Celtic Park. It's a big week of 3 away games for Steven Gerrard's men.
I think it's the top of his shoulder. There's a wee shove there, yeah. Keeps a hold of him.
Well, we're seeing already the introduction of Kyle Lafferty. Gives Rangers a different way to play. They can be more direct. And 2 up top in the shape of Morelos and the Northern Irishman.
Absolutely, Roy. It gives Rangers another option, another opportunity to play a diagonal, which we've already seen from Tavernier to Lafferty.
Cadden retreating and then knocked up in the air by Tom Aldred. Lafferty to Jack, being hounded by Bigarimana, but had a picture of where the space was. Morelos rose, Hartley got the first touch and then knocked further clear by Tate.
I tell you what, you have to look at the quality that Barisic is putting in there.
Really
Unbelievable amount of balls with quality.
Made a good impression since impressing Rangers while playing for Osijek in the Europa League qualifiers. There's Katic, his countryman. Barisic. Will be a good battle up against Chris Cadden. Fierce competitor. Full Scotland international after the games at the end of last season. Down goes Aldred. That will be a foul by Morelos.
I kind of think he'll be glad of a little bit of company up there himself, you know, rather than having to go and battle and scrap with three big central defenders. Almost having that presence of Kyle Lafferty takes a little bit of the focus off him, Ali.
I think you're right, Stephen, but interesting to note, I think both Rangers centre forwards, Morelos and Lafferty, are more than capable of playing up front themselves as well, though. There's no doubt about it. You do appreciate a hand sometimes.
Main flicks it on. Johnson's pace causing a problem once again. Danny Johnson. This time he can't get it over the top of Alan McGregor, who saves.
Does well, Johnson. Goldson doesn't, on the other hand. Should be doing better there, Goldson, but Johnson does really well. Ball just doesn't break for him after his initial good play.
Morelos gets there before Hartley. Barisic trying to go around the outside of Cadden, gets his cross in too. And Lafferty deflected, and Rangers are level. Kyle Lafferty back in blue and back amongst the goals. His first on his return to the Ibrox club, and it's 1-1 at Fir Park.
Listen, I've got to say to you, he gets a little bit of a break with a deflection, but taking nothing away from the strike itself, and indeed the cross from Barisic on the run. Watch this. This is absolutely top-class delivery. Gets his half yard, and that is a serious delivery in. Causes the problem. The volley, the strike's superb. All Kyle Lafferty is trying to do there, lads, is get a good contact on the ball and hit the target. He does that and he gets his little bit of break. He deserved it. And do you know something? Rangers have reacted very, very well since going behind.
Well, we did touch on it about the quality of Barisic and how many crosses actually he's getting in from that left-hand side. If anything, you felt that's where the goal was going to come from.
Yeah.
It was going to come from him putting the ball into the box. Yes, he's got a little bit of luck, but it's about the technique, it's about striking the ball. And you're right, Ali, I think over the piece, Rangers deserve to be level.
Boy, does he love playing against Motherwell. That's 10 now for his career. Should also note that Rangers never lost when Kyle Lafferty scored during his first spell. Johnson drags that one wide.
There's been a change to the Rangers shape as well. Flanagan's come over to the left-hand side. Katic and Goldson. Look as though they're going with three there, with Barisic up ahead on the left, and indeed Tavernier over on the right. Cracks.
I think it actually was a three initially, but Flanagan was on the right-hand side. But because Goldson has made a couple of errors, Ali, I think he's decided to change it and move him out to the right-hand side.
Tell you, he's looked lively, hasn't he? Haven't seen a lot of him, Craigs, but he certainly looks any opportunity he can position himself for a finish. I don't mind that.
In the thick of the action, right from the off, Danny Johnson. And an opportunity here for Bigirimana to pick out one of the bigger men. It's a good one too, and turned into the back post. Carl McHugh. What a response from Motherwell. Rangers won level for long, and it's Motherwell who restore their lead. What a game at Fir Park.
Well, what a game, and what a delivery from Gail Bigirimana. Rangers don't pick up. I don't know if it's Tavernier Tavernier. I don't know if it's Goldson, but he almost gets a free run. I think it's James Tavernier. At the last minute he drops his man, but don't take anything away from the delivery. It's bang on the money, and then it's about the composure of Carl McHugh. Can he put the ball back across the goalkeeper and keep it on target? And he absolutely does. What a header, and again, Rory, what a game.
That was some delivery from Baragami. I'll tell you right now, he finds the back post area. I have to say, you're absolutely spot on, Craggs. I wouldn't be too happy with Tavernier losing his man, but take nothing away from the execution of the header. Sensational finish.
Carl McHugh saves his goals for the big game. His last came in the Scottish Cup quarter-final against Hearts. That stunning volley.
I think probably for the first time this season, Ali, the Rangers back line looks a little bit edgy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Goldson, who's been tremendous all season, certainly not looking at his most comfortable.
And I'll be honest, Motherwell have worked quite hard this week in set plays. They felt as if that was an area where they could exploit.
Listen, it's a great delivery in from Bigger Money, I've got to say, and McHugh, he pulls off to that back post area. Look, you can criticise Tavernier, but at the same time, Craggs, what a finish it is back across the goal.
Here's Katic. Now into Kyle Lafferty, and Rangers need to do it all again. Of course, remember the last time they were here, they went 2 down and got that back to 2-all. Lafferty to Halliday. Spots the run of Tavernier. Tate having to deal with that, and he did so very well indeed.
Tell you what, that's top class defending, isn't it? My first thought was he's going to head it out for a corner kick. He may take a risk, but great composure by Richard Tate, because he knows Tavernier's right on his shoulder.
I couldn't agree more. Very, very good defending.
It's the first time since Steven Gerrard has come in at Ibrox that Rangers have conceded twice in a game, and it's come in the opening 20 minutes of this one. Well, this one promised to live up to the billing, and it certainly has so far. Barisic. Tricky one for Aldred, and he got a second chance to clear. Morelos comes short. Barisic into Ejaria. Back it comes to Ejaria. It might open up for him here. Motherwell just get the bodies around him swarming. Halliday, that's taken a touch too, and it will be a corner kick for Rangers.
Just couldn't get out his feet there. Nice strike from Andy Halliday, deflected. Goalkeeper delighted to see that one go past.
The game hasn't stopped, has it? The players must be gasping for air. The excitement, the intensity of the game. Terrific advert for our game.
James Tavernier in with pace. Curtis Main got his head to it, and Barisic was able to steal in front of Johnson. Up go Aldred and Hartley, and McHugh knocks it high. Katic. Goldson. Katic again, but Barisic had already made the dart forward.
As a manager, Ali, it's been such a good start to the season for Steven Gerrard, but he will have known there's been tests ahead and different challenges.
Oh, yeah.
This is a completely new challenge for his players and his new squad, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we all thought, Kilmarnock would be a test, and it was a test to a certain degree, but I would have to say that, generally speaking, even in my own playing career, Third Park was always one of the toughest places to come. and it certainly hasn't changed at all, Stephen.
Cup finalists twice last season, didn't quite find such consistency in the league, Motherwell. They also lost their opening 2 games last season, but looking to turn things around here this afternoon. Johnson, Pigaramana, Tate, Goldson there to cover, helped on by Jack. Pigaramana once more. Johnson hasn't beaten the offside trap.
Yeah, Flanagan just held his line here on the left-hand side.
But I think that's in it. It was actually onside.
It was actually, yeah.
I think it's one of those ones where that's where Motherwell have had success, Ali. You know, they've put the ball in behind, they've challenged Goldson and Katic to go towards their own goal. So I don't imagine that'll change.
Something that the new look Rangers defence hasn't had to experience thus far. Goldson, Tavernier, Goldson again to his captain, space for Tavernier to run into. He's going to have a go himself. Scored a couple of times on this ground.
It's a good effort. I just think Alan Campbell should probably go to him and close him down a little bit quicker here, coming into the picture there on the right.
He is such a danger when he gets in full flow, isn't he? You know, he does get a lot of goals from a wing back or a full back position. When the game opens up, that's what he wants. He wants to step into it and try and make something happen. So a little let off from Motherwell.
Plenty of efforts on goal, 12 in the opening 25 minutes. Aldred. Lafferty gives the offer. Jack. Tavernier. The rain unrelenting at Fir Park. Ejaria skips away from Rose. Had to fight him off again. It's neat stuff from Ove Ejaria. And Flanagan has to knock it back to Halliday. McHugh is in there, scorer of Motherwell's second goal. Gave up the captaincy to Peter Hartley as well in the beginning of the season. Down goes Morelos. Aldred, the offender.
How many fouls do you need for persistent fouling, Alec?
I know.
Booking?
I know. No, I was thinking that myself.
You know, Tom has to be careful. You know, he's been close a couple of times, and Kyle Lafferty's been around Morelos. Irrespective of how soft you feel it is as a defender, you now have to be careful.
Yeah. You see it from that angle, he's got his arms round Morelos. I think that might be his last one.
Craig Thompson keeping his cards in his pocket so far. Barisic takes. Tavernier, Morelos lets it run, and Tate sticking to his task. Goldson's header can only find Cadden, but Lafferty there to win it back for Rangers. Barisic couldn't control it.
I'll tell you who I almost feel sorry for a little bit, but I never thought I would ever say this, but the referee. There's so many things going on. The game is so fast. The surface is forcing players to slide into tackles. You know, there's so many things happening for him.
Well, I don't think Motherwell were overly keen to see Craig Thompson back. He showed 5 red cards to Motherwell players last season, 3 in one game up at St Johnstone.
Well, there is no truth in the rumour that I think he sent Cedric Keeper off twice last year. Cedric Keeper down in Wigan has turned his phone off just in case Craig Thompson tries to send him off via the phone this afternoon. So he has to be careful. But yes, you're right, Rory. You know, there was a few sending offs last year from Craig, but that's all forgotten.
Bigarimana. He's supplied one already from a similar position. And Johnson stolen in front of his man. Tough header though from there.
He gets a lovely whip on the ball. Bigarimana, he really does. He gets his foot round it. He's got good delivery, as we saw, particularly for the goal.
Goes McHugh. Lafferty back to Barisic. Full-blooded from Carl McHugh.
Craig Thompson, they'll get a bit of stick for getting that decision right.
And I know our game does have critics and people like to have a little pop from elsewhere around the world, Ali, but on a day like this when the game is full flow and it's, you know, full-blooded, fully committed, it really is great to watch.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Opening 30 minutes, Craigs, it's been fantastic. It's been non-stop.
Hartley and Morelos close together. Supporters getting a little restless.
But I think what Rangers have shown, Ali, is even in the heat of the battle when it's intense, they still have that composure to keep the ball and move the ball, don't they?
No, certainly. I think that's the one thing that Stephen and Gary McAllister would install on them, a bit of composure.
Tate almost releasing Johnson. Campbell wins it back. Bigarimana. Now Main on the charge up against Goldson. Goldson just having to reset his position and was eventually fouled by Curtis Main.
Do you know, I'm laughing at the tempo, the pace. Look at them. It's just two players wholehearted going for the ball. Eventually it is a free kick to Goldson. But I don't know if you agree, Stephen, it's like a cup tie. The atmosphere within the stadium, the tempo, the way both sides are playing, it's actually getting played like a cup tie.
Barisic and Flanagan can only knock it up into the main stand.
I'd say another 6 inches on that, and we'd watch and see how Craigs' touch was.
It hasn't improved. They're going to win 30 yards.
Johnson is knocked out by Katic. Here's Main now. Never stops running. Cadden. It's headed clear by Flanagan. Barisic helps it on for Kyle Lafferty. Good spin from the Northern Irishman. Tavernier, a little short to Goldson. That invited Danny Johnson in. Motherwell have it with Tate.
I think he's at a solid start as well. Stephen Tate, left back position.
So big games around Europe, starting with the Bundesliga. Mainz against Stuttgart as they get their campaigns underway at 2:30. Then we're in France for Bordeaux against Monaco from 4 on 3 HD. Back to Germany for Borussia Dortmund against RB Leipzig. That's on 1 HD from 4:45. And then this evening, Marseille take on Rennes, 7:45. Goldson to Lafferty. Got Rangers level. Flanagan now. Ejaria. Strong challenge from Campbell. And Ejaria just left a little in there.
I'll tell you what, from our high angle, Ali, I'm enjoying watching Rangers trying to open Motherwell up as in the midfield. Splitting the gaps, balls in the striker's feet. It's clearly something that they work on.
No, the movement's been very, very good.
Tate into Johnson. Katic did his job well. Barisic now looks up the line. Morelos providing the run. He's got a chance here against McHugh. Alfredo Morelos.
And it's great movement by Morelos initially to get down the side. Carl McHugh, you can see him struggling, doesn't have the pace of Morelos, keeps the ball alive. Should almost have been a penalty kick if Morelos gets himself down, but he fancies the shot, and then Motherwell get off the hook.
He did really well right up until the last bit where he should have laid in. I think it was Andy Halliday was a supporting runner from the middle of the park. But you're absolutely spot on. I thought initially he might have went down. It could have been a decision for the referee to make.
Really important block coming in from Tom Aldred. Lafferty. That could work out. Morelos, he's got Ejaria in the middle. Barisic arriving too. Morelos looks to the back. Cleared by Richard Tate. Rangers still have it with Halliday. Strong header from Hartley. Main. Forward from Rose. Cadden won't get there ahead of Katic. Main beats Barisic to it though. Craig Thompson says there was no contact.
I think initially again that was good play down the left hand side. Stephen?
Yeah, well, Craig actually gestured towards the players as if
low head.
He put his head about a foot off the ground. I think it was slightly higher than that, so.
But getting back to the chance again down the left hand side. Again, good play from Morelos, but that particular time I think Tavernier's got to try and attempt to get across the face of the left full-back Tate.
Well, there's no let up in the pace and intensity of this game. Ryan Jack, Andy Halliday. Tavernier. Jack once more. Flanagan. Katic back to Flanagan, now Jack. Halliday was looking for more ahead of him. Had to stretch to find Ejaria. He was caught by Campbell. And the first yellow card of the game is coming out for Alan Campbell.
Katic plays it into Halliday, who releases it. Yeah, I don't think he can have too many complaints there. He's late. Campbell, yellow card. I'm just a little bit surprised it's taking 36 minutes to see one, which, is good refereeing as well.
Stephen Robinson looks a little bit flabbergasted. I think maybe for that tackle alone it's probably not a yellow, but when you have a culmination of 4 or 5, even just little niggles and being around the referee, it's probably right.
Gregor tries to pick out Tavernier, who won the header well. Hartley into cover.
Corner.
Tavernier again, and there's Lafferty! A double on his return! Kyle Lafferty just loves it against Motherwell. He scores again, and Rangers are level again.
Listen, we've been really complimentary about Tate there, Stephen, but interested to hear your views on this. I think he switches off at the throw-in. Look, he doesn't go to Tavernier, allows him a space. Having said that, the delivery is absolutely fantastic, as is the finish. It's one of these when, Stephen, the ball comes across, if you're Lafferty, all you want to do is get a surface on it. You know if you head it down, it's going to be near impossible to save because of the wetness on the surface and it goes by the goalkeeper. It's a brilliant goal all round, it really is.
I think Tom Aldred takes his eyes off Kyle Lafferty. You know, Kyle Lafferty's on his shoulder, he's on his blind side. As the cross is coming, he makes his move back across him. Tom Aldred's flat-footed, and then it's all about the header. You're right, make contact, put it on target, and the grease in the surface will take it in.
What a game though, isn't it? Fantastic.
Well, that's why Kyle Lafferty is so popular amongst the Rangers support. That's 40 goals that he's scored for the Ibrox club now. 38 of them in his first spell. Barisic. And Rose heads clear.
You know, some people did doubt Kyle Lafferty coming back to Rangers. You know, there's a certain big guy about 6'3" that works for us. Wasn't too content, but you know what a response he's had.
Can you take that any further? Can you name names for me, Chris?
He's done really well to feed Ejaria there. Halliday, Morelos looking to profit.
I think Morelos has got to hit that first time. I really do. The strike comes in from Halliday. He doesn't hit it cleanly at all. But I think from Morelos' point of view, you've just got to redirect that towards the goal. That's a chance. Good play again down the left-hand side. The ball comes out. The strike's not clean. Just swing a left foot at it and try and knock it goalward.
Sorry, Ron, maybe a bit more forthright. It's not Darrell.
Out comes Trevor Carson. And up goes Main. Katic remains on the deck. Rangers players surrounding Craig Thompson. Curtis Main pleading his case.
My initial reaction is it's a free kick. Let's go on with the game.
Yeah, you can see the Rangers players are gesturing towards the referee. They think Curtis Main threw an arm and he threw an elbow. He's probably put a knee in his back.
He shoved him.
So it is, yeah, he shoved him, but he hasn't elbowed him by any stretch of the imagination.
It's a free kick.
Elbows were all the talk in the lead-up after the Betfred Cup semi-final and Bowman on Cardoso. That ended in a broken nose for the Portuguese player. Johnson, and Main will chase that, and he'll get there ahead of Katic. Real pace shown from the Motherwell man. Cadden arriving now. No space inside Jack, but Motherwell will have the corner kick.
Tell you what, it's great persistent play by Curtis Main, just having that drive to get beyond. Then about the composure, but even look at Chris Cadden. The minute it gets in behind Chris Cadden, his first thing is to get in touch with Curtis Main, driving forward from wing back. Probably one of the first times in the first half he's managed to do that, because Barisic has been so good, but better for Motherwell.
The only thing I would say about the final ball from Main, Stephen, I thought he should have put it the other side of the defender.
Figueroa to take Motherwell's first corner. Kyle Lafferty was down, but he is back up and made the long run back to his own box to defend this. Figueroa into the hustle and bustle of the box. Campbell turned by Morelos. It's now with Ryan Jack. Barisic. He's got Ejaria in the middle. He's free. Ove Ejaria! And it finds its way through! Rangers have been behind twice, but they're in front now! And they're riding on a crest of a wave!
What a counter. What a counter-attack. They take the gamble, they keep two men up the pitch. Morelos does exceptionally well, the move just continued to flow. Again, the delivery, the pass into feet from Barisic is sensational. I'm screaming for him to hit it there, he gets his wee half yard. Not sure about the goalkeeper, he gets a big hand on it, Stephen. But as counter-attacks go, it's a fantastic goal, it really is.
And when you score in the counter-attack, so many things have to be perfect. The weight of the pass, the tempo of the pass, the movement up and down the pitch, and it was. I think Trevor Carson thinks he's going to go a little bit wider, doesn't get a strong enough hand, but from a Rangers perspective, it's a counter-attack, and they're on fire.
Ovi Jaria has his first goal in Rangers colours. He's been involved in every game, and this is off the back of what Steven Gerrard described as his best performance since arriving against Ufa on Thursday night.
Well, I think Steven touched on it. You know, Scottish football has its critics, but this opening first half of football has been as exciting and interesting and riveting as I've seen in a long, long time. Both sides really committed. It's been a great 45 minutes.
Main, now Bigirimana. Hartley. And Main, and that was too physical as Johnson knocks it in.
It's a free kick, isn't it? I think Curtis just gets himself the wrong side. You can't go and barge into people in the opposition box. I think he had the beating of Flanagan, so it's not the greatest of decisions. Just a simple ball in the box. Flanagan's desperate for the contact, so he can get himself a free kick.
He made his initial run in front of Flanagan, then once the ball was going over his head, Stephen, he struggled to get back and gave away the free kick.
For so long it was looking good for Stephen Robinson and his men. They led twice. Rangers turning it around and lead by the odd goal in 5.
I'd have to congratulate again at the early stages that come towards the end of the first half. I think tactically Steven Gerrard was in a very, very clever thing, and that was moving Goldson out to the right hand side, because Goldson certainly in the first opening 15-20 minutes was not having a comfortable afternoon. He's put him out there. He hasn't had so much of the threat of Main, which was a problem for him, and he's settled himself into the game.
I've got AFC filed against Harrogate Town in the Vanarama tomorrow from 5 p.m. Barisic, as we're midway through 1 minute of stoppage time. Lafferty. He did come off the bench on Thursday night. This is domestic second debut. On Morelos. He's done brilliantly here. Bigirimana though on hand. Jaria, quick feet, but the ball just slipping away from his control. And that will take us to half-time. Time for a rest. Kyle Lafferty, 2 goals on his return to Rangers. And Jaria has put Rangers in front after Danny Johnson gave Motherwell a very early lead, but top entertainment at Fir Park. It's Motherwell 2, Rangers 3.
Ladbrokes, backing Scottish football on BT Sport.
After 12 rounds of boxing, this is officially a draw.
Cuando nací yo ya se había repartido el miedo.
Right now it's a different story. We're ready.
The most highly anticipated.
A light shone in the night somewhere ahead. Blue turned into green, then it was red. And there in the night, loud music played. The light I saw in the night was a penny arcade. Step up and play, each machine seemed to say, as I walked round and round the penny arcade. Just ring the bell on the big bagatelle, and you'll make all the coloured lights cascade. And the music played on the penny arcade. Yes, it played and it played all the time. Roll up and spend your last dime. At first I thought it a dream that I was in, lost in a sea of glass and tin. But no, so dipping my hand in the back of my jeans, I grabbed a handful of coins just to feed the machines. Step up and play, each machine seemed to say, as I walked round and round the penny arcade. Just ring the bell on the big bagatelle, and you'll make all the coloured lights cascade. And the music played on the penny arcade. Yes, it played and it played all the time. Roll up and spend your last dime.
Sailed the wild Atlantic, crossed the broad Pacific shore. I've sailed around the stormy capes and heard the parties roar. I've flied the Indian Ocean, I've sailed the China Sea, but there's a sea back home in Scotland, more than all the rest to me. It's the blue, blue sea of eyebrows. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of eyebrows, and it's part of every Rangers player's dream. No more I'll ever roam, no more I'll feel the urge again. I'm back where I belong. At 3 o'clock each Saturday, I'll join the mighty throng. Oh, with flags and banners all around, I'll proudly sing this song. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of eyebrows. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of eyebrows, and it's part of every Rangers player's dream. No more I'll sail the 7 seas, no more I'll ever roam, no more I'll feel the urge again. I'm back where I belong. At 3 o'clock each Saturday, I'll join the mighty throng. Oh, with flags and banners all around, I'll proudly sing this song. It's the blue, blue.
Win the game 3. going.
And Motherwell have looked really good going forward. But the other side of it for them, they need to stop Rangers all of a sudden now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think at the back, Aldred, McHugh and Hartley have struggled at times with balls down the channel. I think Morelos has caused all sorts of problems. They'll have to tighten that up, otherwise I can see more goals for Rangers.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Back over to Stephen Craig and Ali McCoist and Rory Hamilton.
No, thank you very much, Darryl. Had enough action in that first half to fill a few games, but there's another 45 to go. Rangers hadn't fallen behind under Steven Gerrard until this afternoon. It happened twice, but they have fought back to lead this game, and the unbeaten record under the new manager is still intact. Boy, Kyle Lafferty will have enjoyed that first half. Twice finding the net against his countryman Trevor Carson. He's known for 14 years after playing in the Northern Ireland under-16s and then all the way through into the senior squad that they're both in for the upcoming games against Bosnia and Herzegovina and Israel.
It's interesting to hear Ali Gray saying that, the Motherwell back three at times uncomfortable with ball going down the side. I think Rangers back three at times have looked uncomfortable with anything in behind them also.
Campbell does well. Cadden now. Halliday knocks it out for a corner.
He hasn't had many chances to do this, Chris Cadden. I think Barisic's presence of playing high up the pitch hasn't allowed him to go and get at people, so it's a set play early on.
Motherwell starting the second half the way they commenced the first. Bigaramana was front post looking for Carl McHugh, who a good while ago made it 2-1 to Motherwell. Bigaramana looks for Andy Rose, won by Ryan Jack in the middle. Aldred still up there. It's well done too. And what an important intervention from Andy Halliday. Johnson has it. Great save by Alan McGregor. A few Rangers players looking for a free kick there.
Brilliant defensive work from Halliday, it's got to be said.
Ejaria to Jack. Well, the players have come out with the same intentions they showed in that first half. With Barisic. Ryan Jack. Ejaria now. Plenty of options in the middle. Barisic is joining to add to those options. Ejaria. Now Tavernier. And Jack to hit it. Held on by Trevor Carson.
Well, the game's not changed. Half-time hasn't affected anybody whatsoever. It's two teams going hell for leather, going after the game and really trying to force the issue.
That was tremendous skill, wasn't it? And it's a brilliant clearance from Halliday. Halliday, it really is. Every chance he could have knocked it into his own goal. Great defending.
Good stop too from Alan McGregor as Peter Hartley and Alfredo Morelos have a coming together. And there's going to be a yellow card here for the Motherwell captain. That gets a large cheer from the travelling support. Very vocal in the lead up to this game. Ill-advised comments.
No, and a kind of needless booking as well with the full second half to play. It could be a long time for him.
Katic to Jack, who just had to react to get there ahead of Main. Flanagan. Showing his versatility this afternoon in a back three for Rangers, with Tavernier and Barisic pushing further up, and well, Goldson has kicked that away, and the question from the Motherwell fans is why that isn't a yellow card. Peter Hartley having a word as well.
You think they'd be right, Ali. Listen, it's a poor touch from Connor Goldson, but it's out of play. Peter Hartley rightly got put for knocking the ball away, and Connor Goldson suddenly kicks it 60 yards, so it's a strange one.
Take to Johnson now. Biggermana in a tight space, but finds his striker.
Connor Goldson's looked a little bit nervous today for some reason, hasn't he?
I have to say, I couldn't agree with you more. He's been excellent since he signed for Rangers, but he hasn't looked himself first half and certainly start of this second half, Stephen.
He's been unflappable up to now. In fact, I did see a story in one of the papers of a fan who had got a Connor Goldson brick wall tattoo on his leg.
I think that wall's kind of slightly dismantled today, isn't it?
Breaks for Johnson. Fired it across, trying to pick out Curtis Main. Barisic knocks it long. Aldred. It's there for Campbell. Now Biggermana with Ejaria putting pressure on. So too Morelos.
Sometimes when you concede a goal just before half-time, it can affect your mentality at the start of the second half. But you know, the message that Stephen Rumton, I'm guessing, will have given is go and attack the game again. Go and try and play in their half.
Absolutely, Stephen. I mean, Motherwell played fine in the first half, certainly committed. You know, certainly worked on the set play and got the second goal. Extremely good header. No, they consider themselves probably a little bit unlucky to be behind at half-time.
Hartley forward. Johnson and Main linking up. Back it comes to Rose. Tavernier. Return with interest by McHugh. Goldson wins the aerial duel with Danny Johnson. Hartley to Tate. Tavernier forcing the issue. McHugh up, but Ejaria gets in there. Morelos, the flag is up against the Colombian.
He does really well, Ejaria, to play the ball first time, as does Morelos to let it through him to Ben and goal. Linesman flags him offside.
Katic. Halliday just shielded that from Biggermana. Morelos, so too from Hartley, who was illegal in his attention.
He's got such a low centre of gravity, isn't he? He takes the ball in really well, he initiates contact really well. As we said last week against Kilmarnock, he actually wants that contact.
And contact again from Morelos, this time on Biggermana, and the free kick goes Motherwell's way.
I don't think Morelos will get a gold medal ever for hiding his feelings.
It was interesting because Craig Thompson was almost saying to the Motherwell players, you know, trying to take a quick free kick, calm down, settle down, but I think he's almost looking for a breath as well, Craig Thompson.
Forward from Goldson to Lafferty. McHugh was there, and that should be McGregor's ball. Space out on the left-hand side for Flanagan to move forward for Jack. Barisic covered the Miles this afternoon. Back for Flanagan. And Goldson. Lafferty. Biggermana is there. Campbell, though, barged off it by Ryan Jack. Katic for Morelos. And late from Barisic on Cadden, and Craig Thompson is out with his yellow card.
Because of the surface, as soon as you go to ground there, it's a yellow card all day. Can't go to ground unless you're 100% sure you're going to win the ball.
I think Morelos actually caught him by surprise, as he played a little
ball
flick around the corner, and you know, Barisic was almost late to react to it.
Vigouroumana. Hartley fancies that one. Straight into the arms of Alan McGregor. And he is not hanging around. Morelos, just lost his footing there. Could have been dangerous.
Ended up a brilliant header from Tate.
Thankfully, Richard Tate's receding hairline probably helped him there, Alec.
Johnson trying to get in behind again, and a bit of a coming together with Alan McGregor.
I know there's a bit of stuff going on during the game. That was pathetic from Alan McGregor. I don't think there was much of a contact to make his legs collapse.
Hartley winning the battle with Lafferty. He's back with the Northern Irishman now. Morelos. And he hits the deck against the challenge of Carl McHugh.
Players are just going to have to be a little bit careful next 5 minutes or so.
A lot for Craig Thompson to keep on top of. Three players in the book already: Peter Hartley, Alan Campbell and Borna Barisic. Goldson, Lafferty the target, and McHugh had to deal with it with Carson coming off his line, but Morelos in close attendance. That's hooked over looking for Johnson, but Katic remained calm under pressure.
It was good composure by Katic, because, you know, the ball over the top, it's bouncing. He's trying to almost read where it's going to bounce. Danny Johnson's on his shoulder, so good composure from the young man.
Morelos has it. And took a kick from Carl McHugh. Morelos is down and hurt.
Certainly swings his left leg round him here. I think he probably catches Morelos in a dangerous place.
One way of putting it.
I think he actually goes to clear the ball for some reason. I think he realises Morelos has laid the ball off.
And he nearly did.
Tavernier, Goldson is there, but so too Hartley. Halliday now, Tavernier. Morelos came short, that allowed Lafferty to make the curling run. Long, but Goldson, who's reasserting himself in the Rangers defence. Down goes Johnson. Well, Neil McCann looking on. They are next up at home to Motherwell next week. They're still looking for their first victory. So too Motherwell. Two teams that would be expecting to fight higher on up the table.
I just think it's a needless free kick to give away again, and it gives your opposition a real opportunity to do what they're good at, and that is putting a set play into your penalty area.
Bigaramana sets himself. Rangers get it clear. Bigaramana again. Morelos backtracking and doing the defensive work.
It really is good delivery by Bigaramana, isn't it? You know, that's one of the strengths of having him on the side. He can land it where you want it to be, right on the spot in the danger area, but good defending by Rangers to clear it.
Struggled to make a major impression in the team last season, Bigaramana, but he said that he's enjoying his football again. Maybe thought it was going to be a little easier north of the border, having spent the majority of his time down south. Of course, did have that 6-month spell at Rangers, but failed to make an appearance and went back to Newcastle United. Hartley. Now Morelos. Rangers just unable to link up to dangerous effect, and Johnson has it once more. Thought he'd shown too much to Goldson, who goes down and does get the free kick.
I'll tell you what, my first instinct is that I think Golson's got away with one. I don't know if he slipped again. I'm not too sure. It's good direct play by Danny Johnson initially. He just gets a little nick. Golson almost clambering as the ball's past him. I think that, generally for me, I think it's a let-off.
I think I'd probably agree with you. If I'm in Johnson's shoes, I'm kind of disappointed at that decision.
Halted a very promising moment for Motherwell with Curtis Main lingering in the middle.
You can imagine with the big week coming up for Rangers that Celtic will be looking closely at Goldson and thinking, if that's the kind of performance next weekend in the Old Firm game, Celtic are in with the right chance.
James Tavernier. Came off Tate, will be a Rangers throw. Jaria to Morelos, and now Tavernier. Bigaramana. Goldson is there. Katic. Flanagan, and it's Campbell that's closing down. So too now Johnson. Sleeves McGregor. The longer ball up to Tavernier. Rangers have kept possession.
It was a beautiful touch from Tavernier. Not an easy ball to take out the sky there.
Jack evades the attention of Bigaramana. Rangers fans enjoying this. Flanagan, Lafferty, no push, says Craig Thompson from Carl McHugh. Not too many complaints. Barisic now for Halliday to Flanagan. Morelos. Flanagan again to Barisic. Rangers corner.
First time he never beat the front man there, because Lafferty made a brilliant run. He made an excellent run there from back into the front post area, and had the delivery missed the defender, he would have had a finish on.
It was almost a mirror image of his second goal.
Watch his movement here.
He's out of his eye line, out of his eye line. The minute the defender turns and faces the ball, that's the time to go. Let off from Motherwell.
Barisic again to take. Away by Tate. Johnson only help it up into the air. McGregor, and Tavernier won't be able to keep that one in play. Tate to Main, but Tavernier was there. Campbell now for Aldred. Cadden. By Flanagan to Halliday. Barisic. Halliday again. He had been filling in at left back. Back in his midfield role. Lee Wallace as well, back on the bench as he was on Thursday night for Rangers, and persistent fouling from Tom Aldred means he's next to be booked.
Excellent forward play. Look at that, it's a beautiful touch. Excellent forward play from Lafferty.
I think again that's, Kyle can count to 4 there. It just shows that's the culmination of fouls throughout the game, isn't it?
Tavernier. So brilliantly supplied. Kyle Lafferty with his second. And he's got a corner out of that. Tavernier to take. Oh, got all the way through to Ejaria, but Main was on hand to make a very important clearance. Main's there again. Squeezed it up the touchline to Danny Johnson, who wins the foul. Motherwell looking to get on with things. Halliday in the way. And the cards are mounting up now.
I just think the players are giving the referee no option whatsoever to book people.
I mean, we saw one in the first half as well. I don't know. It's crazy.
Barisic on for Lafferty, but in steps Bigaramana. Goldson, Tavernier and Ejaria. Hartley was solid in the tackle. Richard Tate took a touch on its way through. Andy Rose tried to pick up on the loose ball. Tate for Rose again. Halliday snapping into the tackles. There's going to be a change for Rangers coming up. Scott Arfield and Andy Halliday, who has just been booked, will make way for him. Is on. He made his senior debut here 11 years ago this month as a sub for Falkirk in the season when Gretna played their home games at Fir Park. Tate then for Main. Will break for Richard Tate, and it came off Johnson last and squeezed out for a goal kick.
That's a chance, Stephen. He does really well here to create the opportunity round the face of the defender. Oof, that could have gone anywhere also.
But again, you look at Connor Goldson not covering himself in glory alley, trying to dive in his own box, giving up, easy possession, allowing Motherwell to go in. But it's fair to say he's had a very uncomfortable afternoon.
Just hearing from the bench that an ankle knock for Andy Halliday is the reason he was taken off. Katic gets the decision there.
A right elbow again, gives him a little nudge.
It's Katic. Not a lot Barisic could do with that.
You know, almost when you're watching a game, you're waiting for the game to have a lull and just to get in the centre. It hasn't at all, has it? You know, we're almost 70 minutes gone and it's still two teams on the front foot.
Forward it goes from Tavernier. Carson out smartly.
Did well, the goalkeeper there, because McHugh doesn't look comfortable, that ball getting played upside his left channel.
We're heading around Europe this afternoon. First to Germany for Mainz against Stuttgart in the Bundesliga from 2:30, and from 4 in Ligue 1 for Bordeaux against Monaco. And we're back in Germany for Borussia Dortmund against RB Leipzig. Final offering comes from Marseille against Rennes this evening from 7:45.
And this is where you think Motherwell have to try and exploit. You know, they're finding it tough sometimes in open play to break through, but a dead ball situation.
Bigarimana to take, out comes McGregor and he claws that one away from Peter Hartley. Jaria, brilliant turn from him, surely pulled back as well. Chris Cadden escapes the booking.
Surprisingly, because that's a yellow for me. I haven't watched again. Brilliant skill. Clearly pulls him back.
Yeah, I think Craig Thompson's actually booked 2 or 3 people for, you know, a little touch of the jersey, so I'm quite surprised he's let that one go.
Flanagan forward, easy for McHugh to knock away. Arfield, his first involvement, back to Alan McGregor. We understand Elliot Freer is being readied for action. There's Alan Campbell. All action stuff from him. That's got the home crowd on their feet again. Aldred entrusted with the long throw. It's towards Rose. Arfield could clear. And if Morelos can catch this, which he can, Rangers could be in business again. Tavernier, what can they work from here? Gets the run from Kyle Lafferty. Bigarimana back to cover, but still on for Rangers. Morelos. No foul, says Craig Thompson. Morelos still down. Well, now he gets the free kick.
I think a linesman's gave it, has he?
Yeah. But Craig Thompson surely is the same distance from the, from play.
Might be nearer.
It's different. Yeah, it's different if he's the other side of the pitch. If he doesn't think it's a free kick as a referee, he doesn't give it.
So that's delayed a decision, as you'll see. The result is a Rangers free kick in a very dangerous area, though. Tavernier takes. It's away by McHugh. Still on for Morelos. Drilled across. Main and Aldred were in there. Jack Ejaria now. Faced by Cadden. Ejaria. Those teasing feet. Barisic across. Lafferty didn't quite get the connection he was looking for.
No, and it's a chance. Again, a lovely ball in from the left-hand side from Barisic. He just misconnects with it. Swings his left foot there. It's a chance if he can get his foot round it and direct it towards goal. It's a chance. But good play again from Rangers.
Here comes Elliot Freer. He'll come on for Alan Campbell. And it's going to be a double change, as you can see. Connor Salmon is coming on for Danny Johnson, who opened the scoring very early on here.
The one thing you would do if you're Rangers, I would suggest, Stephen, is you keep as high a line defensively as possible, because you don't want the size and strength of the two lads up front, Salmon and Main, in your penalty box.
Breaks for Elliot Freer. Curtis Main unable to keep that in play though.
Well, it's a real positive change by Stephen Robinson. Elliot Freer almost an out-and-out winger. We will have to defend against Tavernier, but probably just give you a little bit more going forward.
They'll just try and get balls in the box to the big two, won't they?
Freer to Main. Ryan Jack not giving him any respite. Bigirimana. Tom Aldred. Bigirimana, he's got Morelos on his back. He got the warning from the home crowd. Got away with one there. Salmon just tried to leave that one for Cadden. Tavernier, he was looking for the long diagonal for Morelos. Not quite the execution he was looking for.
No, the wrong club out there.
Here goes Cadden. Cuts inside James Tavernier. It's Cadden. Blocked by Nikola Katic.
Interesting thing I was going to say there, looking at Rangers bench, I know it sounds crazy, but I would be thinking about changing one of the two front lads, getting some fresh legs up there, because now there'll be serious gaps to exploit in the Motherwell defence as they push forward.
And we caught a glimpse there of Glenn Middleton, who looks like he'll be coming on for his first Premiership involvement. He has come off the bench in 3 of the Europa League games and was very, very impressive indeed on Thursday night against FC Ufa. I understand that Borna Barisic could be the one to make way. Elliot Freer, he's got a lot of pace. He got past Tavernier. It's a great ball in too, and with Tate looking to attack the back post, but Rangers now can break. Barisic. Lafferty's free over on this right hand side. Instead it drops back to Goldson. Katic. Aldred just got a bump. Another change coming. And chance for 18-year-old Glenn Middleton, Scotland under-21 international, to come on and replace Borna Barisic, who continues to impress.
I think that's the pace you're possibly talking about, absolutely. Young Glenn Middleton, really fleet of foot when he gets himself going, but Barisic has been terrific as well, Ali, hasn't he? I think if he's cramping up and feeling it, but his deliveries have been excellent.
Absolutely, from a centre-forward's point of view, his deliveries into the box, Stephen, have been first class. We're interested to see with the added injection of pace here, what I was talking about earlier on.
Expect Rangers to back four. Hartley, Freer left it, and Lafferty penalised.
I think that's a let-off for Kyle Lafferty, Ali. I know you're raising your eyes and looking as if you agree with me, so thanks.
Bigirimana again trying to work his magic. Well defended by Tavernier, who drops only as far as Chris Cadden. Number 3 at the back stick there for Motherwell. Bigaramana. Hartley and a shove on Goldson.
I think eventually James Tavernier heads the ball away, but you know, certainly question marks. Listen, that's a hard one for the referee to say. It happens that quick and there's so many things going on.
He's definitely got a handful of Connor Salmon's jersey there, but it's a difficult one for the referee to see.
Andy Rose to Salmon. Katic walks it towards Middleton, but Aldred is there. Rose can only beat Jack. It goes from Aldred. Salmon on another season-long loan from Hearts. Spent the last one at Partick Thistle. Cadden eating up the ground. Tate across. Katic out for yet another corner.
Fair play to Motherwell. Last 10-15 minutes they're having a right go, as you would expect, but they're certainly pushing men forward at every available opportunity.
Yeah, you'd almost think that the momentum has kind of gone towards Motherwell, isn't it? But it's getting that goal, Ali. It's having that little edge in the final third.
Bigaramana in with pace. What a chance it was for Peter Hartley. Well, and the afters continue in the penalty area. Peter Hartley, the Motherwell captain, is down. Lafferty and Curtis Main coming together.
What a chance. It's a great delivery again. The delivery is absolutely fantastic. I think they just fall over each other. What a chance, though, Stephen.
Yeah, listen, it's a wonderful chance from Peter Hartley. He'll be disappointed he hasn't scored, as Alan McGregor for some reason falls on knees and throws an elbow and a punch on the way down. But yeah, Peter Hartley, big opportunity. I think that's called leaving a little bit on somebody, Ali. I would think you call that.
I'm not sure it's kneeing somebody or punching somebody, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, I'll tell you what, he probably should have scored.
Definitely.
Ryan Bowman getting his instructions from Stephen Robinson. He'll be on shortly. Motherwell look to throw everything at the final 7.5 minutes.
They certainly will do that, and this is where Rangers, like I said earlier, they need Morales and Lafferty to give them a little bit of a break at the back. They need to hold the ball up, get them in behind the Motherwell defence. If they don't do it, it's going to be a long 7 minutes.
It's almost as well when you're under pressure, picking that right pass out of defence, Ali, as opposed to clearing it at times.
Katic holding off Main. Well, here comes the change. Ryan Bowman, he's missed the last 4 games with an ankle injury. Trained all week and is ready to come on for these final 7 minutes. Andy Rose is the man who goes on. Well, if you thought that Salmon and Main was a physical front line, add Ryan Bowman into that equation, and the Rangers defence will have a lot to deal with in the final moments of this game. Tate, nicely done. Turfed right into the box. Bigaramana now. Hartley. Freer. Freer's ball in too. It's not back. And wide from Curtis Main.
What a delivery this is. A brilliant ball. He just hangs it up at the back post, asks Main to attack it, and he does, and it's a good header. Very unlucky. I'm just thinking the only thing that's missing for the Motherwell front line just now is Joe Jordan.
Listen, that's why Elliot Freer's been brought on the pitch, is to get down the line, to get crosses into the box. You've got a front three, there's no point in playing about in your half. So Again, a let off for Rangers, but good play, Motherwell.
Tate. Bowman into his stride. Corner kick.
Well, again, this is another test for Steven Gerrard's side about character building and you know, the strength of your mentality. Seeing games like this out, having to defend your box, teams putting, you know, crosses from all angles.
Figueroa to take Motherwell's 5th corner. Couldn't get it past Scott Arfield though. Gets another chance. First one was under hit, that time over hit, and Salmon, ball was out.
It's amazing that actually, Stevens, his first 2 poor deliveries of the day. Figueroa, his delivery has been fantastic. The corner was poor, and then when the ball came back out to him, it was a poor delivery in as well.
National League AFC filed against Harrogate Town tomorrow from 5 o'clock. BT Sport 1 HD and in 4K ultra high definition. Curtis Main, Bowman's the only one in the middle. Tavernier knocks it out for a corner, and it's all Motherwell right now.
I don't think Stephen Robinson can ask a lot more of his players, Ali. You know, for application, you know, chances created, balls in the box. I think they've been terrific, as have Rangers.
Figueroa looking for better this time. Didn't really get it. Salmon was the one looking for the flick on at the front post.
No, you're spot. I think the Motherwell lads the last 10-15 minutes have really been pressing. They've been giving it everything. But to counter that, that's where I think the Rangers front 2 haven't been as effective as they have in other stages of the game, because their defence midfield need a break. They need to get it up to the front 2 and they're not holding it.
Shows Motherwell's dominance in these last 10 minutes. Steven Gerrard's side are having to show a different side to themselves this afternoon. Has been a big test, and one that so far they are passing and coming out with 3 points, but there's defensive work to be done as Tate delivers it to Freer. Here's Salmon. The pressure maintained.
I tell you what, they're trying everything. You know, they're putting balls in the box, they're getting shots off, they're picking up second balls, but Rangers holding strong. They're committing everything to make sure they don't concede a third goal.
Figueroa floated one out towards McHugh. Cadden attacks it. Freer away by Arfield. Motherwell still have it though. Gail Figueroa. Freer on the outside and knocked out by Ryan Jack.
That's a big chance. Really, they get round behind them. They should be doing better. The final ball, the delivery, let Motherwell down there.
Well, Motherwell have put so much into this. They will feel they deserve to take something out of it. Figueroa, it's in on top of Alan McGregor. Well, Craig Thompson's decision is goal kick.
My initial reaction was I thought it came off the crossbar. Actually, I'm not sure it does, but I've got a better view here. Yeah, it does.
Initially, Paul O'Neill on the far side gave a corner, but Craig Thompson well positioned in the middle to make the correction. The Rangers fans in full voice at the far end, trying to see their team through the final minute of normal time.
say there's been a lot of physical contact, just in the game in general. People pulling and hauling and trying to use their bodies, just trying to get an edge. But certainly was a free kick on Kyle Lafferty.
Referees handled it overall, I think, exceptionally well, Stephen.
Tavernier, Morelos, Lafferty, now Ejaria. Good skills from him. Arfield. Just for a moment it opened up for Lafferty and you thought there was going to be a hat-trick. 3 minutes to be added. There goes Kyle Lafferty, no free kick. Long, Katic couldn't quite get there, but Flanagan heads clear. Aldred flicked on by Main, then Salmon, and Peter Hartley having to retreat. Only one way this is going from Carson. Salmon the target, but Katic rises, so too Ejaria. Morelos, if he gets there first, could put Aldred in trouble. He got on it, enough on it, the Motherwell man.
I think he might be lucky to get away with that one.
Bowman up with Goldson. Lafferty sliding in. Morelos in a foot race with Trevor Carson. Goldson again. Now McHugh. Hartley. Back to McHugh as Lee Wallace is ready to come on. Whether he will get an opportunity to do so remains to be seen, although the ball could be heading out of play here, and Rangers will try and make the change, will they? No, play on. Spigaramana has it.
Rangers are too deep.
And it gets through to Elliot Freer. Knocked out by Katic, and Stephen Robinson can't believe it.
They're too deep. Rangers are defending too deep. They're actually just inviting Motherwell onto them instead of trying to push up and play the game higher up the park.
I think from a Motherwell perspective there, if Danny Johnson's on the pitch, he gets across people. A centre-forward instinct has to be get across defenders. So I think this is the last chance saloon.
Well, now Rangers will get the chance to make the change. Lee Wallace back into action. He hasn't played for the club since September of last year. His action here will be highly limited. The former captain will come on to replace Obi Ejaria. Just stiffen up that back line for this corner, which could be the final act of the game. It's now or never for Motherwell. Spigaramana in again, and the ball goes in, and it's Peter Hartley that celebrates along with Stephen Robinson. Now or never, now is the time for Motherwell. What a dramatic finish to a quite magnificent game at Fir Park. Motherwell, right at the death, have stolen a point.
I don't think any neutral watching the game will say Motherwell, I think, have deserved something out of the game for their application, for their quality, for their sheer desire We did say before the game Peter Hartley would have to have a big game. The eyes were on him, the focus was on him. Would you believe he couldn't make it up? He goes and scores an equaliser deep into injury time and looks to have stolen 2 points from Rangers.
I'll tell you again, defensively it's Tavernier again. Loses his man, but what a game.
Well, do your talking on the pitch. That is exactly what Peter Hartley has just done. And he has grabbed a point for his side when it looked all over. What a finish to what has been a quite spectacular game at Fir Park. A fabulous advert for the Scottish game. There were 5 goals in a first half which saw Rangers come from behind twice. They looked to hang on to that, but in the end Motherwell have grabbed a point and it's finished here at Fir Park. Motherwell 3, Rangers 3.